My name is Patrick Woodford. I'm in my middle to late 40s. I live in London. My home is in Chester Square, and my business, an antique shop, is in Bond Street. I was first married at 18 to Elizabeth. Now I'm married to Helen. But in between, there have been Nancy, Josephine, Laura, and Betsy. Or did Betsy come before Laura? Well, it doesn't matter. I have 9 children, 2 or 3 grandchildren, and a Rolls-Royce motor car. And that's about all I can tell you about myself. It's a full life.
Good morning, sir.
Good.
Sir? Oh, income tax. Oh, yes, sir. Well, we all have to pay that, don't we?
From the amount they're asking me to pay, I thought I was keeping the country on its feet single-handed. What have we got there?
Something to cheer you up, sir. I think I've managed to find quite a bargain birthday present for your son, Richard.
Looks fiendishly expensive from here.
Well, he and his wife will be able to take some splendid moving pictures of their baby.
By the end of the year, it'll be able to record a very moving picture of me leaving the bankruptcy court. It's even more expensive close, too. Remind me to tell my son that it is a joint present for his birthday and his wife's birthday.
Yes.
And the film is a Christmas present for their baby.
Did you enjoy your dinner last night with the first Mrs. Woodford, sir?
No, I did not, Harold. I knew it was a great mistake to try a cheaper restaurant. As I told the waiter, I thought that game soup was made from the feathered kind of game, not by pressure cooking a football. As for the duck in orange, it was all orange and no duck. By that time, I was so hungry I'd have been glad if I'd found a webbed foot. Elizabeth was, needless to say, not too impressed.
Actually...
Oh, now, wait a minute. That could be Sir Geoffrey Shadbolt. Yes, he rang and said he might look in.
In the present economic climate, sir, may I offer him a sherry?
I suppose so, yes. I'm going to hide the cigars, though.
Come in, Sir Geoffrey.
Oh, thank you.
Sir Geoffrey Shadbolt, sir.
Patrick.
Sir Geoffrey, this is a pleasure.
Pleasure associated with a purpose, actually.
Oh?
Oh, I see. You going in for family films? The size of your family, you could end up with another Gone with the Wind on your hands. Thank you.
May I get you a drink, Sir Geoffrey?
A drink? I don't know. It's a bit early, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
But not for your sherry. Oh, no, Patrick. Liquid gold. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Mr. Woodford?
Well,
No, he thinks it's too early. I won't waste time, old boy. Come straight to the point. We're both busy men. I was having lunch yesterday with Guy Rochester.
oh, my Member of Parliament.
Yes, and we were talking about you and your business, the very best of British antique art and craftsmanship. Oh, thank you. Oh, my cheers.
Good health.
Oh, yes. Liquid gold.
I think I will join you after all.
Yes, the best of British art and craftsmanship, impeccably selected for sales, representing this nation of ours throughout the entire world, from a Texan millionaire's ranch to an Arab sheikh's harem. And even more important, you have led the drive, no, the crusade to prevent the export of our national treasures. Rochester and I were recalling very well the splendid fight you put up to stop that Mexican chappie purchasing the Gainsborough before the National Gallery could put up the cash.
Yes, well, I mean, after all, an English painting would hardly fit in very cosily in an atmosphere of jumping beans and horseflies.
Yes, exactly. Well, not to waste any time, old boy, the party are getting together their submissions for the birthday honours list, and we were wondering whether you'd have any objection to your name being put forward for a very high honour.
A high honour?
KBE.
A knighthood? Me?
Good grief, my dear chap. People half your worth and stature pick these things up every year.
Sir Geoffrey.
Mind you, it's only a submission. Rochester and I will put your name forward, and of course it'll have to be approved and all that sort of rot. But, well, with a bit of luck.
Well, let's hope. I hope I have more luck than I do with my premium bonds. I never had a thing from Ernie.
Good. Well, Guy and I may submit you then.
Submit me? Oh, please do. You know, really, this is so unexpected. I don't know what to say.
I do.
What?
You could offer me a cigar.
The cushion, yes. Well, I read an article somewhere. They like to be kept warm.
Cigars?
Yes.
Oh, good grief. Yeah. Well, that's very kind of you. I'll smoke it in the car, if I may.
Have another.
Oh, no.
Yeah, go on, have two.
Good grief. People will think I've suddenly become a father. Well, I must be off now.
Yeah, well, I can't thank you enough, Sir Geoffrey.
Don't you thank me till it's all come through.
Yeah.
Of course, I must confess, the fact that you've had 5 divorces might not exactly help. I do flatter myself, however, that the people who decide these things have much more enlightenment and understanding about them these days. So unless you blow up Nelson's column or give a Harvey Smith to some visiting dignitary, I think you'll be on a pretty good wicket. Oh, one thing.
Yeah.
Not a word to a soul.
Oh, my lips are sealed.
One hint and immediately everyone denies all knowledge, and you could well wait 25 years for another chance.
My God, it's worse than Ernie.
Goodbye, boy. The best of luck.
Thank you so much. Do bring Guy Rochester round for a drink one evening when he's got the time.
Yes, I will do.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Mr. Woodford.
Sir Patrick.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harold. I was just trying something on for size. Would you care to join me for a drink, Harold?
A drink, sir. I thought economy was the order of the day.
The order of the not too far distant day, Harold, may be the KBE.
Isn't that the Russian Secret Service? Sir?
No, it is not, you ignorant peasant. It is the Knight of the British Empire. Strictly between you and me, my name is being put forward for a knighthood. Well, there's no need to curtsy. Not yet, at any rate. No, I'm presently being recommended, but should the honor come my way, should the regal sword dub my shoulders...
Arise, Sir Robin.
Sir Robin?
Why, I beg your pardon, sir. I was thinking of that Errol Flynn film.
Try and drag your mind away from Sir Robin of Sherwood Forest and keep your fingers crossed for Sir Patrick of Chester Square.
I will indeed, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you, Harry. Think what this may lead to. Lord Woodford of Pimlico. Baron Bond Street. Think what a title will do for my business. Think of the leap in prestige in the eyes of my darling Elizabeth. Well, she might even forgive me for last night's football broth. And all this after a morning of gloom and despondency. Did I not say that it is always darkest just before the dawn?
No, sir.
Well, I meant to. But Harold, listen, now, not a word about this, you know. Not to my wife, not even to my mother. We must not count our chickens.
Oh, no, sir.
We must continue to rub shoulders with the rank and file until a morning suit from Mossbross and a visit to Buck House suddenly puts us above the rest.
Excuse me, my lord.
Yeah, the Harold.
I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Woodford's home?
This is Miss Bingley. Is Mr. Woodford there?
Oh, just a moment, please. It's Miss Bingley, sir.
Miss Bingley.
Our new assistant at the gallery, sir.
Oh, the one that looks like a hypnotized hen, yeah. Don't tell me she's had her bottom pinched on the underground again. Miss Bingley, this is Sir Patrick.
Sir Patrick?
Mr. Patrick Woodford, Miss Bingley. What's your problem?
It's a customer, sir. A Colonel Tansley Smith.
Colonel Tansley Smith, yes, of course I know him, yes. He bought that painting by Borelli last month. What does he want?
Well, he's here now with an art expert who's told him the painting is a forgery.
A forgery?
As I told Colonel Tansley Smith, that painting is a forgery. And I've been an authority on 19th century painting since, since...
The 19th century? Yes, I am considered not only an authority, but I also have the reputation of my gallery to consider. What's that?
Virgin with Red Hair by Borelli.
Well, there you are, and here it is.
Yes, here is Colonel Tansley Smith's Virgin with Red Hair. But that is a photograph of the Virgin in red hair, owned by a certain Monseigneur Parvenu in Brittany.
Well, then he has the forgery.
Nonsense! His Virgin's been hanging on his wall for 40 years.
Would you be good enough to leave the painting with me, and I shall get my own expert to examine it? He's a younger man. Sorry about this, Colonel.
Well, I think you may have lost a very good customer there, Mr. Woodford.
No, I doubt it. We have an unblemished reputation for selling old masters, not virgins who've been painted by numbers. Miss Bingley, would
yes,
you
sir.
be good enough to get on to our Mr. Lattice?
Certainly,
I want him
sir.
to examine a ridiculous claim by Colonel Tansley Smith. But I think just before that, Miss Bingley, I would like to see all the members of the staff here in this office.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now then, it is my considered opinion that the Woodford Gallery is somewhat losing tone. There is an atmosphere about it that would not, for instance, immediately impress someone checking up on me. We must treat everyone entering this place.
But sir, this new brass cleaning powder you recommended is very efficacious.
Splendid, Mr. Hogg, splendid. Have a good time with it. But as I was saying, Mr. Hogg, who is to know but that ordinary-looking gentleman browsing round the gallery may not be a palace equerry? No, he's not there now. But he might turn up. And when he does, I want there to be an air of efficiency and deference pervading the gallery. I want your attitude to me to be one of, well, not just the Mr. Patrick Woodford that you've known over the years, but, well, how can I put it? Supposing it were no longer Mr.
You'd like us to call you Pat?
No, I would not, Mr. Hogg. Loyal servant, so you may be. I can tell you no more than the importance of maintaining tone in the Woodford Gallery. And that just doesn't only apply to civility to our customers and ensuring that there's no fluff behind the furniture. It extends even into our private lives. There must be no breath of scandal, no hint of impropriety. Mr. Hogg, we would like no repetition of that evening in Regent Street when your legs were robbed of their mobility by a surfeit of Colt 45. Mr. Reynolds, I would prefer that you bicycle to your friend's house in your civilian clothes and then change into your black leather playsuit. And Miss Bingley, whatever happens to you on the underground, please do your best to keep it to yourself until you have reached the safety of the ladies. To continue.
There's a lady.
Now, I said the ladies, Mr. Hogg.
No. A lady.
Huh? Oh, right, back to your position. Miss Johnson, is it? Oh, Miss Johnson, I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. Do please sit down.
Thank you so much.
Can I help you?
Well, I purchased 2 ancient Italian etchings here a month or so ago.
Yes, I remember it well, and you were very fortunate. You know, they proved a great asset for us. Have you returned for some more?
No, I have returned to return them. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Woodford, but they're not very nice.
Nice.
Have you ever studied them?
Studied them, Miss Johnson. Nothing is displayed in this gallery without my approval.
Have you studied them closely?
Oh, it's charming, isn't it? Yes. A romantic couple in a rustic setting.
But what are they up to, Mr. Woodford? What are they doing? They're not just chatting, are they?
Well...
I hadn't noticed. I mean, I'd taken them to my local place for framing. Mr. Wilkins, he's a wonderful craftsman. It was he who pointed it out to me.
No, they're not just chatting, are they?
My friend Miss Lloyd called it obscene.
Oh, no, Miss Johnson. I mean, the whole history of art is studied with people who are not just chatting.
It's pornography, Mr. Woodford.
Yes. Well, now, let's see if we can find some nice prints of people who are just chatting. There's that one. And that one. And... oh, yes, that one.
None of these are just chatting, either.
They might be chatting as well. Oh, excuse me.
Those silver snuff boxes in your window, with the grapes on the top of them.
Yes, well, they're rather expensive for Mother's Day. I suggest you try Woolworths.
Where'd you get them?
I beg your pardon?
They're stolen property.
What?
Shaw Taylor's just had them on Junior Police 5.
When and how did we acquire these snuff boxes?
Snuff boxes, sir?
Some ghastly child has just invaded the gallery and said that they are stolen property. He said he was told by some junior policeman of 5. I know constables seem to look younger every day, but really 5 years.
No, sir, the program is called Junior Police 5.
I know that, Miss Bingley. I was just endeavouring to make a quip.
It's presented in a very forthright manner.
Yes, I'm sure it is, Miss Bingley, and I'm most grateful to you. Thank you so much. That'll be all.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, with her around, we could cancel the TV Times.
I hear, sir. Look, I bought the snuff boxes just over a week ago from the Honourable Terence Gibson. He said he was acting on behalf of his father, Lord Craddock.
Yes, well, there you are, you see. I knew there was nothing to it, but, you know, what with Colonel Tansley Smith accusing us of a forgery and Miss Johnson flapping on about that Italian etching, which from the look of her, she'd have done well to have hung over her bed. I thought, you know, after Sir Geoffrey's visit, I suppose I'm a little oversensitive towards a potential scandal.
Scandal in the Woodford Gallery, sir?
Well, I know. I quite...
It's a detective, sir.
What?
In the gallery. He's come about the snuff boxes. A real detective, sir.
Miss Bingley, do try and curb this adolescent adoration for cops and robbers. Look, I shall get along there in a moment.
Certainly, sir.
Say, Harold, now what? I mean, a detective, good heavens. You know, one hint of this sort of criminal activity to Sir Geoffrey, and my chances of a knighthood are about as much as Miss Bingley marrying Kojak.
Well, speaking of Sir Geoffrey, sir, he rang to say that he and Mr. Rochester would like to take a drink with you this evening at 6.
This evening at 6. By then, I should think I should be having my fingerprints taken in Wormwood Scrubs. Miss Bingley.
Oh, excuse me.
Good morning, gentlemen. Can I help you?
Detective Sergeant Grant, sir, Savile Row Police Station.
Good morning.
Detective Constable Brett.
How do you do?
Sir. We've had a report, sir, about some stolen snuff boxes.
Yes, well, if you'd just kindly step this way, Sergeant. These are the snuff boxes in question, and that is my ledger, from which you will see that we acquired the property from the Honourable Terence Gibson on behalf of his father, Lord Craddock.
Yes, these are the ones.
These are stolen property, sir?
Sergeant, I've just told you, we purchased them from the Honourable Terence Gibson.
Yes, sir. That would be Terry the Toff. I'll just take this stolen property with me, if I may, sir. Brett will give you a receipt. And after further verification, sir, we will be getting in touch with you.
I mean, this is absurd. Stolen property, Shaw Taylor, Terry the Toff.
Yes, sir. And you're just getting a visit from Porno Pete.
I feel like Billy the Kid, Al Capone, and Jack the Ripper all rolled into one.
Oh, come on now, sir. This sort of thing has happened before. Just never 4 or 5 times on the same day.
Will you please stop trying to cheer me up, Harold? I glanced down at my smoking jacket just now, and the flowers had turned into broad arrows.
Oh, they don't wear broad arrows any longer, sir. No, it's a very smart, dark blue outfit now with collar and tie.
Harold, I am not in the least interested in what the well-dressed convict is wearing. I feel battered, besmirched, and beleaguered. I'm only waiting for that phone to ring for Sir Geoffrey Shadbolt to make some excuse why he and Guy Rochester cannot take cocktails with a jailbird.
They know nothing about it, sir. And in any case, as the policeman said, you are plainly the innocent party. There you are, you see, sir. Your distinguished guests right on the dot.
How do I look, Harold?
Magnificent, sir.
No pallor, no haunted look in the eye.
None, sir.
Good. You will tell me if you see me dragging my feet, won't you?
Feet dragging, sir?
From the weight of the ball and chain.
Mr. Woodford, Inspector Knowles and Detective Sergeant Grant.
Inspector? Forgive the intrusion, sir. You did tell my colleagues that if there was anything you could do to help...
Yes, but I thought that as it had been established that I was an innocent party...
As far as the snuff boxes are concerned, indeed, yes, sir. However, I gather that, as an innocent party again, of course, sir, you've since made further purchases of items that are on our list of stolen goods.
Further purchases?
Yes, I have the details here, sir.
I am following up the presence in your gallery, no doubt equally innocent, of one Porno Pete.
Good God, that's not him, is it?
Constable Brett, sir.
Good evening, Sergeant.
Evening, Brett.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening, Brett.
I am the host.
And to you, sir. I thought I'd report straight away, sir, on the discovery of this white bag of powder found at Mr. Woodford's gallery.
Oh, we must get it analysed.
Yes, well, if it's the real thing, sir, it'll be the biggest haul yet. There's a whole crate of it.
Analysis? I've never heard it rubbish.
Look, that powder is used by Mr. Hogg for cleaning metal. Inspector, as I have told you, I am expecting visitors. And the presence of half the Metropolitan Police Force in my living room is not going to make a very good impression.
Sir Geoffrey Shadbolt, sir.
How kind of you to come.
Guy's been delayed at the house.
Oh, good.
But he'll be along later.
Oh, good.
I thought it was going to be just the two of us.
Oh, yes, it is. These are some friends who just happened to drop in, but they can't stay, can they?
Geoffrey Shadbolt.
Inspector Knowles.
Inspector? Really? What do you inspect?
Yeah, would you care for a drink?
Don't say that I'm the only one drinking. You're surely not all teetotalers, are you?
Not on duty, sir.
Duty, but this is a party, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is a party, yes, and we're having a wonderful time. I'm afraid I got my wires crossed.
But these other chaps.
Yeah, an old school reunion, yes. Frightful bore, just can't wait to get rid of them.
Old school?
Yes,
really?
now what'll you have to drink?
You know, if somebody had said to me that they were anyone at all, I would have said they were all policemen. I mean, look at the way they're all standing. The size of their feet. After all, one of them did say he was an inspector.
On the buses.
You mean to say that they really went to school with you?
Yes, you can see they're still on the sherbet.
That'll be Guy.
Oh, will it? Yes. Well, I tell you what, I'll go and greet him, because you never know. He might want to spend a penny or something. Would you excuse me? Time, gentlemen, please.
It's your wife, sir.
Helen?
Yes, sir. I put her in the study, sir.
Oh, my God. Harold, go and give Sir Geoffrey a drink and then take him out onto the patio. What are these?
Oh, I'm returning to you, my darling. I'm moving back to the marital home.
Now, look, Helen...
Sir Patrick and Lady Woodford. There's a ring to it, does it not?
Darling, why don't you just sit down?
And you must be like Caesar's wife, above scandal and suspicion. That's why I've come back to you, my darling. I wouldn't want to hamper your ambitions.
Now, listen, Helen, we are getting divorced and I am remarrying Elizabeth.
Shh! That's why I didn't join you in there, in case anyone remembered. Just imagine Sir Patrick and Lady Woodford.
Darling, would you just sit down for a moment? I won't be long.
Braganza Street Secondary School?
I want to be absolutely honest with you. These gentlemen are policemen, and I am being accused of theft, forgery, porn, and cleaning powder. My reputation is blacker than the whole of Calcutta, and if you care to accompany me into the conservatory, I can show you a whole row of stone cherubs stark naked.
And Patrick's back tomorrow morning at the same time here on Plus, the home of the hits. After the break, Coronation Street.